And we are back. Thank you all so much for your patience. We've got Dewdney with Crow Country. I'm very excited to watch this run. It's going to be a great time. But quickly before that, I do really want to remind everybody that we are just $100 away from hitting 2,000. I know the goal's extended a little bit. Somebody fudged the numbers a little bit there, but our original goal was 2,000, and I am going to push. I want to see that 2,000, and then we're going to get far beyond that. So if we can get that $100 donation completed in by the end of maybe like some in Crow Country, if we could get that before we call it for the night, that would be absolutely beautiful, and I would love you all so much. Links are in chat for that, and there's definitely more information out there. But yeah, no, go right ahead, Dewdney.
Yeah, hi everybody, how you guys doing? If you don't know who I am, I'm Dewdney. I'm a variety speedrunner. I play a little bit of everything. I started with Mario, and now I've moved to lots of other stuff. Tonight we're going to be playing Crow Country. Crow Country is an isometric horror game that was released, I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. I can't exactly remember. It's kind of done in the design of like the old Resident Evil, Silent Hills, stuff like that, but a little bit more new, but in that old pixel style. It's a really fun game. We're going to be doing any percent. Most of any percent, I'm going to be honest. We're skipping a lot of combat, but we're going to do all of the puzzles. And the last boss, we're going to do a really cool quick kill if I remember to grab all 3 grenades. In practice, I missed one of the grenades one time, which is part of the reason why I'm nervous. So time actually starts when I hit go on this play this game mode. I'm ready to get right into it. So 3, 2, 1, go. So the community actually decided that we're allowed to use auto hotkey for this because there's a lot of text you have to mash through, and to save our hands, we mash through text with auto hotkey. So you'll see lots of stuff where I just kind of mash through.
Hooray, accessibility!
Yeah, it's really nice, and I like when speedrun communities vote on stuff like that, so that everybody kind of makes a decision. I'm going to be grabbing some extra heals that I normally would not grab, because I'm scared, and it's a marathon, and if I die, it'd be really bad. I am making no safety saves. So the first place we're going to go talk to this fairy. But we have to actually get her to turn around to talk to us. And once she turns around, we actually have to put in a code here, which is "Hear me, O great fairy of fairest forest." Wow, I cannot speak. We get in here, we're gonna aim at this tree, shoot it, which is a target. We grab this first key, and we run back to the center room. Once we're in this center room, we get to open up a door that we couldn't get into before. You know, classic Resident Evil, go find a key and come back to open a door that you had no access to before. Oh yeah, these are the enemies. They're like weird, creepy, rotted, almost like theme park animatronics. We're just gonna run away from them. Most of them just waste time. I'm gonna head into this crypt here. Once we're in this crypt, I'm gonna grab flamethrower ammo, shoot this clock to open the gate. We're gonna go to exit. Oh hey, this guy's gonna pop out of the wall. He's gross. We're gonna run behind him. We're gonna use this and just squash him. See you later, buddy. Once we're in here, we're gonna run back here. We're gonna grab another thing of flamethrower ammo. And then on this table, there's a big health kit. We're going to grab that in case I get poisoned. Grab the crank. You guys have ever, again, old horror games. There's got to be a crank. You got to crank it. This is Julie. Julie's investigating what's going on in this amusement park. But again, we're mashing through her text, so we're just not going to know what she's even talking about. She's going to put up these signs. about Edward Crow. We're gonna ignore it. Goodbye, Edward Crow. I ran the wrong way. Of course. So, this is a horror game set inside of an amusement park called Crow Country, run by Edward Crow. Pick up this handgun ammo. Yeah, that's about the story. Gonna grab that gemstone from the devil's mouth. You know what? We're not worried about the weight of our decisions. This isn't Path of Exile. I don't need to feel the weight in my isometric horror game. Again, we're just running away from everything. All these guys are just like popping up out of nowhere. As you progress through the game, more of these guys spawn around the park. And it's kind of explained if you listen to the text, but obviously we're ignoring the text. We'll just say, hey, weird animatronic demons are all over the park. So we have to get the duck, bring the duck over here. We grab the chain off the duck's neck. Oh no, duck broke. We're gonna go straight across, and again, classic horror game. Lots of puzzles that require you to run across to find one item, to backtrack to get another item. And we're gonna try and get everything done as quick as possible. I'm, again, grabbing extra med kits because I'm scared. And I made 0 safety saves. So this chain, there's a couple interactions where actually if you interact with this chain a few times, there's a monster that's tugging on it. But we're just going to ignore all that because we already have all the items to bring up the chain. And we're going to melt this big block of acetone to grab the mask that was inside of it. And we're going to go back towards the other side of the park that we already entered. Took the wrong way again. And I got poisoned. And that's why we kept that big health kit. A lot of running away from things, but I really enjoy the puzzles in this game. I think they're very well done. And the story is actually really good if you sit down and pay attention to it. So you start playing as this girl who's posing as a cop, but everybody knows she's not a cop. But she keeps lying about it. Also, this puzzle, the first time you go through here, incredibly annoying. We're going to reach into the vat of the witch's brew, and we're going to get a trident. Now I'm going to run through a pillar that was once phased, and now we can just get through it to get back to the exit quickly. And we're going to go, again, across to the other side of the park. Right now, we're mostly just looking for Edward Crow. We want answers about why the park is going crazy. But we have seen a reporter looking for him. Oh, you were here? Hi, Irana. We've seen a reporter who was looking for information about Edward Crow. You guys didn't see him, but there was a knocked out guy in the hallway who was a security guard. Oh, those spikes almost hit us. They don't. We're gonna go to the back here. We're running to the arcade. We're gonna play some games inside of the game. But we gotta pick up this grenade. We're gonna smash through Marvin's text. Marvin's like, oh yeah, I work here. I'm a cool guy. I'm helpful. He's not. Marvin's a bad guy. Marvin's not our friend. We're gonna run through the back hallways here to end up inside of this saloon. We have to get these guys to look at us to open that chest. You'll see on that chest there's 4 red dots. As we shoot to get them to look at us, they turn green. When they all look at us, the chest opens, we get a key. I'm gonna go to this keypad, 1, 2, 3, 4, real secure keypad. And we're back out in the main hallway. We're gonna run back in to the arcade. We're gonna turn the lights on so we can play some arcade games. We're having a little break. So if you look at the top of that change machine, there's 4 numbers. I have to put in a 4-digit code through playing the games. So for Dolphin Dash, we need 2. For Speedboat, we need 4. Are there? For Mermaid Quiz, we need 1. And I mess this up all the time. And then for Sharpshooter, we need 8. You can shoot the skulls, it resets back down to 0. So you want to make sure you're only shooting the fish. Oh, I just wrote reset on that skull. Alright, once we have all those, a data disk pops out. We're going to steal that, and we're going to run back to the center. We're actually going to go back to the very start of the game. And we only do this because there's an item in one of the trunks of the cars, which is Edward Crow's car. And we're going to grab a pair of running shoes out of the back of Edward Crow's car. You'll notice there's a lot more of the little weird things all over the park. Just ignore them. They're not homies. Once we get to the car, we're gonna mash through some text, and we're gonna get running shoes. So we're gonna put the running shoes on, and now our run speed is like triple what it was before. There is 15 total secret items hidden in this game. We're only gonna collect 2 of the 15. Now we have to go into the train station here. I need to make sure I grab the grenade. Ignore the phone. The phone rings pretty much the whole time through the run. I'm gonna get into the computer. I'll open that up. Grab a flamethrower. This is a heal because I stayed low. I'm gonna grab this med kit, and I'm actually gonna use it so I'm out of caution. And we have to run back to Neptune's, which is the room with the 4 dragons that we had to get to face us, because we actually want to go behind there now. There's a door that we're gonna open, which gets us into quote-unquote the second half of the game. Yeah, we're halfway through the run already. Crazy. So we're gonna kick this door, gonna open up this key slot. We're gonna use the silver key to open it up. We're gonna go inside this office. There's a guy sitting in a chair here. We're gonna ignore him. Put in face, pull the lever. We're out of here. We're gonna go down to the basement. A lot of talking. Sorry, guys. So once we're in the basement here, I'm going to shoot this box to actually distract that zombie. I'm going to grab this med kit, head inside this room, and now we have to turn on the power to all of the rest of the basement. So I'm going to turn this root access on, which opens all of the doors. That guy drops from the roof, but hey, we can just get out of this room. Head to this trolley and get across. So what we're doing is we're actually going to turn off some roofs that give us more access to the upstairs. It's going to unblock some of the doors that are currently blocked. And We're trying to get a fully charged battery so that we can get to the basement's basement. Oh, hold on. Ooh, I forgot an item. So I'm gonna have to use a heal here because I took 2 damage. 3 damage, but that's okay. This is why I'm grabbing safety heals. Once we're through there, we're gonna take this elevator back up. This takes us into the back of the theater. Again, we've only seen 2 of 4 wings of the amusement park. We're gonna run past those. Bubbles poison you. You really want to avoid them, and I tend to run into them a lot, and it's really bad. Those are run killers for me, so I'm gonna shoot off her head and then cook the acetone again to unlock this key. Now we have the gold key. Gold key gives us access to Edward Crow's office. See? I walked into it. But that's okay. We'll be alright. But that's okay. I thought there was something else on that table, but there wasn't. But I'm alright. So here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, turn around, hit 5, and then this is 8, and pull the lever inside, run over the 6 to open the gate, let us back out. I'm a speed runner. Very afraid of everything. And we're back to the basement. Like I said, not a lot of combat, a lot of puzzles. I am going to grab this bottle, if I can aim at it. To grab this antidote. We have to do a little bit of running here. I'm sorry I haven't really given Malieve a chance to talk at all, but I'm just... this game goes very quickly. We're exploring this entire amusement park, and I'm trying to keep you guys updated as much as possible. So now that we have access to the other side, we're going to go actually interact with one of the routes. I already know the password here, so... We're trying to get the gas pressure so that this will go away, which allows us to get into another area. I got it right. And now we actually get to dodge more enemies and go up again. We don't want bullets. I was hoping that that would be another heal, but it was not. Hit this gold key. Go into this control room, but we're just going to walk inside and go right back in. And we're going to go back to this loading dock here. Inside of this loading dock, there was a big wooden crate. And you'll notice it's making some noise. Well, Julie's inside that crate. Why the hell are you in the crate, Julie? She's not a very good journalist, I'm going to be honest. So we're going to match through her text, and then we're going to ask her to go help us. She's going to go run that control room we were just in so that we can ride on the ride. We're going to go for a little ride. In the 7 Seas. We're going to go ride the 7 Seas. There is another heal hidden in this corner here. I'm going to grab that. And we'll mash through her text. She's like, hey, good luck. She's also wearing a sailor's hat now. So we're riding our ride. Wonderful. We're still looking for that charged battery. Oh, hey. We got stopped. So we're going to interact with these two chests, and we're going to bring the third mermaid to us. And then what we're going to do is going to get the third mermaid to pop out of the water. We're going to go up to her and steal her battery. Sorry, mermaid. We're going to turn off the ride to open the door. And we're going to get out of here. Ring, 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 ring. I have no idea where she got the hat. She's just out of nowhere. She's wearing the hat to, you know, get ready for the ride. We're going to hear the phone a lot. I pre-warned you guys. So we're going to actually go shut off the last route we have to get to, and then we can take the final elevator down. To get to that route, we need to charge this battery. We're going to go another trolley. These trolley rides, crazy. Sorry if you guys heard me take a drink, my throat is dry. Once we're inside here, I'm going to interact with these clamps and see, like, what does it do? And then we're going to go over here. Ah, we got to put something on it. Okay. We throw the battery on there, and now we get to charge the battery. We're just going to sit here for a second. Just hold the battery, let it charge through the clamps. Battery's charged. We're out of here. Once we're over here, we're gonna let this guy walk into that laser because he's a genius. And we're actually done with the routes. Now we are headed towards the third and final act of the game. Once we're through, we're actually back and headed towards that main courtyard. You guys didn't really see it, but there was a like small house in the center of the courtyard. Inside that house, there's a raven. He's, well, a raven. He's a crow. You know, crow country. Makes sense. We're getting him to turn around so we can put this battery inside his back. We're going to turn him back around, and then we're going to send him on an adventure. Goodbye, Mr. Crow. Off to the basement we go. The basement's basement. Again, you can hear the phone. We just ignore the phone. The phone's not helpful. We gotta hit these two buttons on the walls to open up the gate. Do some avoiding of enemies. We're gonna sneak through. We're gonna grab medkit. And then I'm just gonna shoot all my bullets off here. This is a trick that you can do. This room doesn't work properly if you shoot all your bullets. You're normally supposed to shoot these lanterns to open the gates, but if you have no bullets, then the gates just open. There comes Marvin with a gun. Bye, Marvin. Julie's like, oh my god, we know where he is. He's in the basement's basement. So we're on our way to the final boss. Once we get to this ladder, you know, these guys love video games, so they did the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater ladder. So we just slide down the ladder for a while. Once we're in here, we're going to go interact with the intercom, and the crow is going to be like, put your stuff on the table. You can't come in unless you put your stuff on the table and take one of these flasks. We're going to go back, interact, and he's like, alright, now you can come in. On our way in, we'll grab this handgun ammo. And hey, it's Edward Crow. He looks like he's rotting. We find out that he's been using this pool that his grandfather found to, like, keep people alive and infecting them with a virus. and it's like slowly rotted him away, and he's keeping himself alive, quote unquote, using it. And he actually poisoned her as a little girl, and her name's not actually Elaine, but because I didn't wash her hair, and her hair is actually purple, she just dyed it for this. So then he's gonna drop himself into the pool, you know. Old school Resident Evil tactics. Well, I'm just gonna become the big bad. And we're gonna wait till just before he pops out. It takes a second. And I'm gonna start throwing grenades in. Oh, I accidentally switched to the wrong weapon because I'm bad. The aiming in this game is a little jank. Oh, he's his last hit. And when I interact, it'll be timed. That was actually a great pace. So there'll be a menu that pops up here to use the heal. We're going to use it. Time. GG. Wow, that actually went really well. I got the quick kill on the boss.
Good job.
Holy.
That was fun to watch. That was a very clean run.
That went really well.
Very happy to see it come out so successfully. And if anybody in chat possibly enjoyed watching Dewdney display such a fantastic run, you should consider donating. Just reminding everybody quickly before we go on to break that Slurpathon is raising money for Extra Life, which raises funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Proceeds goes to the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. And we are not finished with Slurpathon events yet. Huge thanks to Dewdney for a speedy, fantastic Crow Country run. But up next, we're going to enter the Matrix with Niobe. We'll be right back.